Hey guys, come along with me as I take you on a tour of the new Eduphoria dashboard. Now, if you are like me and you fear change, you can always click this little button at the upper right, the Back to Classic Aware, and it looks like that gritty old version that we all have come to love and get used to. You've got your tabs on the side where you can build your test, and you've got your Analyze tab as well, where you'll see a test available when it's ready. Same as always. Then you can begin your online test proctoring or do all of the different things to administer that test here. So let's shift back to new Aware here. It looks much nicer, but it's tricky to navigate just because it's new. So let's just look at a few things here. So first and foremost, if you're on the overview page, you're going to see your recently scored assessments. You'll have a drop down here where you can select certain class periods and configure that data view. And then you can select a test. Here's where you can see those student scores. Just click the drop down if you want a different view, if you're looking for something a little bit more specific. I'm going to click apply because I just need their scores. And here we go. So here is that percentage. Of course, just like Classic Aware, it's going to let you color code those if you click this little button to the left here. When we go back home, again, that was under the quick views. You do also have your assessments, and you can even add a new assessment here. And then you see those familiar, create a new blank assessment, copy something you've already done before, or a new quick test key if you've got a paper test and you just need to build that key and put those tiques in there so you can see the data. So again, I'm going to click that. We're going to make it a standard assessment. Here's where you fill in the blanks. We're going to make this one math, and it is going to be 10th grade. And I believe that's all I need to do. I just wanted to see if it gave us anything else here. Let's add a course so that it can associate those tiques. So drop down. Feels a little tedious, but you do have to do this for every single test. So where were we? Where is math? How funny. Do we not see math? And we don't see math unless I'm overlooking it, but this is just a demo site, so you should definitely see it on your end. So I'm just going to associate science for the sake of moving on with our life. Kind of a funny little hiccup there. Then I just generate my test. And of course, from here, I can begin to add the print and online friendly questions, or if you want those interactive question types, just know that once you add these, you can no longer print the test. And then if you want to search the item bank, we can look for questions based on that specific tique. Of course, I've got an interesting science course here that might not have item banks, so it's going to be really hit or miss in this area. Let's choose from the local. Let me close this out. Let's see if there's anything for safe practices. No. So hopefully you'll see some item bank questions. I know our curriculum coaches are adding those pretty often. So let's go back. Let's look at resources. This is where you would see different passages and things like that. All right, so I clicked the back button. Again, you have some familiar items, even though we are in the new Eduphoria Aware space. You do see this layout where you can look at the test. You can see the test key. You can enable some online items. This preview online testing is huge because it's going to show you exactly what your students would see. And then, of course, your administration, where you can share with your team. You can rescore if you realize you made a mistake. You can change the status from pending to active, which you do need to do when your students are ready to take the test. Questions is where you can edit those. Of course, we haven't added any. And then the general overview, that first page of the test. Let's look down the side and just see what kind of tabs are available. We've got a data views bank where we can search for all sorts of different things. We've got a list of our single tests. We've got some different reports, which we'll get into later on. The team settings, where you can create your team. Administration tools and online test proctoring, where we can author assessments. So again, even though you can do that from the overview page, you can also do this from the side page. Questions and resources. Student profiles. Let's drill down and see if we can find anybody here. Again, this is a demo course. So now I'm drilling down to be able to see, let's look at risk. Okay, I've got no 11th grade English 2 at-risk students in this demo site. Again, this is just a fake site. Let's look at Clary or Cody, Hayes, Clary, and see Okay, now we've got some information. We've got this is the same view as the Classic Aware, so you'll notice that looks pretty similar. Okay, and that is about it. We're going to explore this mastery at a later date where we have student mastery trackers. Of course, this is brand new, so it's not available on this demo site, but we'll take a look at it and we'll give you more information soon. So again, that was a quick look at the new Eduphoria dashboard. And what's super cool is you can do almost everything from this home screen, but you still have access to these items. Thanks.